Good morning, Night City!
Hey there, my name is Turtledude. Now listen up, normally I would never interrupt a video like this, but I have to explain to you what this video is actually about. This is not the first time that I have played Cyberpunk 2077 on my channel. I know that it says that this is part 1, and it is, and I'll get back to that in just a second. I actually have 11 other videos on this game. They're over a year old at this point, and they were made when the game first came out, and I played it on a PS4 and recorded it with the PS4. Those recordings are at 720p, and the game is lagging and bugging constantly because it was not optimized, and it just did not run well on a PS4. So I waited until I had a better setup to actually come back and record and play this game for you. I now finally have it. I have this nice green screen behind me. I have a nice microphone. I got some good lighting. I have a nice computer that I can now record this in 1080p with, and I have a PS5 which will prevent this game from lagging all the time. So now I'm finally ready to come back and actually play this game properly for you. But I don't want to play the original 11 episodes of this game again on YouTube. I don't want full videos of that. It would take forever to get back to where I was at that rate, and really, the first 11 videos didn't make it anywhere for how big this game actually is. So, I'm going to use this video and only show you highlights, bits and pieces, of the storyline that'll catch you back up to speed to where I was when I quit this game a year ago. Now, if you feel like you're going to miss something by just skipping the original 11 videos watching this playthrough, be my guest. I will put a link in the description of a playlist of all 11 videos. You can sit there and watch them. But just know that if you watch this video, you're not going to need to watch those original 11 ones. I do fear that it'll genuinely be a waste of your time. With that in mind, I'm going to hop straight into the explanation of what has happened. Now, when you first boot up this game, you have 3 options for 3 different storyline backgrounds you can have for your main character, V. As far as I can tell, they basically don't change much at all about the actual story of the game. So just to let you know, I chose the Outlaw path, the first one, on the left side. Now, that doesn't really make that much importance. But you did miss out in this recording of meeting a fellow named Jackie Wells. He's your best friend and partner in crime, and you've been pretty much hanging out with him for a long time now. So then, after many years of hanging out with this guy, you actually start playing the game in the year 2077. Now at this point, your good buddy Jackie informs you that he has spoken with a guy named Dexter Deshawn, and that Dex, for short, has told him that he wants to speak with you, V, directly. Once you learn that the big man, Dexter Deshawn, has hired you for a potential heist, you decide to go to a Ripper Dock to get some upgrades. And I mean that in the most literal sense, because the Ripper Docks put cybernetic enhancements inside you or on the surface of your skin that make you perform better. They're basically like digital robotic enhancements to your body. Look at this clip for yourself, you'll see what I mean. As you can see my hand there, it's a little bit like covered in this black material, and that improves the hand grip that I'll have while shooting pistols and other kinds of weapons. Now, there's all kinds of enhancements like that go way farther beyond just shooting and everything else. Some of them were just purely decorative. But overall, I'm here for the tactical advantages. So you go see Dexter Deshawn. Dexter Deshawn then goes on to explain some very important things for the rest of this story. Now pay close attention here. He explains that the main heist, the main thing that he wants me to do, is to go steal something called a biochip. A biochip essentially stores somebody's memories and personalities on this tiny little chip that they call a shard. If you put that shard inside of a port that's built into your head, you will get the memories and all the experiences of that particular person who is stored on the chip. You don't know who's on the chip, but you know it's extremely valuable, and you know Dex wants it, and he's going to pay you a ton of eddies, which are currency in this game, to do it. Now at this point, Dexter Deshawn lets you know that you have to do 3 things to prepare for this main heist. The first is you have to go talk to a chick named Evelyn Parker, who's going to be able to show you where the chip is actually located, such that when you go in and do the heist, you know exactly where you're going. The second thing is you have to go talk to a group named the Maelstrom and try to get a robot called the Flathead that you also need to do the heist. And the third thing is you have to go talk to a chick named Meredith Stout, who is paying for this entire heist, basically to reassure her that it is in fact going to go out smoothly. Immediately after getting out of the car, there's this long period of time where you're pretty much just free to explore Night City as you would like, before you go meet with Evelyn Parker in a place called Lizzie's Bar. I spent that entire time period doing stuff like this. I mean, if I just toss this body right here next to the others. What in the world was that? Where did you come from? Yo, wait, is that a clothing store? Oh, yes.
Hey, how's life?
I'm looking for
Got
something.
any nice threads for me?
If thrift falls into your definition of nice, then sure.
Insulating cap with protective goggles. Hey, you know what? Sold. I realized that there is in fact an armor system built into this game, and the hat that I had just purchased is in fact less quality than a hat that I already had. Alright, perfect. I discovered that fall damage exists. I get down there without killing myself. Ugh. Ow. For some reason I went into a parking garage and a bunch of dudes started shooting at me, so I naturally tried to kill all of them instead. That went pretty well until I realized that the windshield on the vehicle is included in the hitbox of a van, and that vans can explode. Oh. After dying to the van explosion there, I realized that most of the stuff that I was actually using was pretty much garbage, and I had a lot better stuff just sitting in my inventory, so I built myself an ass-kicking outfit. I can't believe these give me more armor than these, but you know what? I'll wear them. Oh yes, this would be an official stripper. Then, as the name implies, I went back and kicked all their asses. Oh yeah. I stole their van, and discovered that you could in fact run over pedestrians with it. Oh. You're not dead, are you? I'm sorry.
I fucking hate this city!
You know, that's a reasonable response. I apologize. I also discovered there's an entire upgrade system for my character built into this game for when I level my guy up. Health regenerates slowly during combat. I do like that. At the same time, I discovered that you can put modifications such as scopes and stuff on your weapons. Scope. So I bought the scope, yeah. Oh, it's so much better. Then the time finally rolled around where I could go into Lizzie's bar.
Interest you in a preem BD?
Sure.
Sure. And I go.
Look at this dude. He knows what's up. I talked to some dude named Mateo in order to try to find Evelyn Parker.
Get you something.
I'm looking for Evelyn Parker. You know if she's here?
How long are you?
Who's asking?
It's alright, Mateo. I was waiting for this one.
Evelyn Parker took me to a back room where I convinced her that I was definitely the guy for the job. I'm the best.
I'm good at what I do. Got a solid crew on my back, too. Never once botched a job.
Amazingly, that worked, and she sat down and explained to me what I was actually looking for.
Your target. I trust you know what it is.
Relic. Secure your soul trinket. Key tech in the program, actually. We're tangling with Arasaka, making this heist one dangerous, risky motherfucker.
Arasaka's poured billions into personality transfer technology. But me, I just want the data on this one. The chip is tucked away inside Kompeki Plaza, the hotel.
Where's this chip hiding exactly?
In a suite on the top floor. The room's occupied by Yorinobu Arasaka.
So we're not jumping the corp. We're jumping Yorinobu Arasaka himself.
Yorinobu is a puppet. He lost all his cards years ago when he failed to do Daddy's bidding. Saburo's had Yuri's balls in a vice for years. He might just turn the screw and crush them outright if he learns his son's up to no good again.
So I understand that was a lot of information and you probably didn't understand any of it. So I'm going to briefly explain what it actually meant. Saburo Arasaka is currently the president right now, and he has a lot of power. He has a son that is named Yorinobu Arasaka. Yorinobu, the son, is heir to the throne, which means that if his father dies or is somehow removed from office, he will assume power. The son wants this power. Wants it so badly that he is willing to go take out his own father to do it. Now, as part of this power grab, the son stole the biochip that we are also trying to steal and moved it to a much less secure location, essentially to hide it from his father, such that he had some leverage to get his father in the same room as him. That's really fortunate for us, because that means there's not going to be very many guards around where the biochip actually is, making it all that much easier for us to steal it. So essentially, we are using a family feud for power to our advantage to steal this biochip.
Fine, so no Arasaka security on the device because Yorinobu whisked it away in secret. Now, where's he hiding it?
Likely in a specialized container. One that mimics an organic neural environment. On the outside, it looks like an ordinary briefcase.
Boom! Now we know what we're looking for. A briefcase. But it gets better than that, because she can show me exactly where it is, with something called a brain dance. Now, to put it lightly, a brain dance is basically this thing that you put on your head, and you watch like a super realistic movie, where you can go forward and backwards in time, rewind the video, move it forward, and you can look around the entire time, like as a 3D camera, and detect anything that entire camera picked up during the recording. So stuff that you didn't even see before, you can go back and watch the footage and see it. Now, there is one chick who's named Judy who is responsible for editing all these videos, and you're introduced to her while she puts the headset gear on you.
And V, this is Judy. Best brain dance editor I know.
Now, Evelyn Parker had actually been very good friends with the Arasaka guy who's currently in possession of the biochip that I want to steal, and she was able to get in his room to do rather nefarious things, and the brain dance monitor that she has in her head was able to record the entire event, meaning that I can now use the brain dance footage that Judy has edited to go in and find where the biochip is located in this guy's room.
Be diving in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, wait, what's that thing in the corner over there?
Right, grab the heat sig. Matches the spec in the docs.
Yorinobu's got the case here, guaranteed.
Mm-hmm, you got it. Good work.
So now we know exactly where the chip is in that guy's room. So all we have to do is get in the room, go straight to the corner, open up the floor panel, take the biochip out, and profit. With all of that completed, now that we know where the chip is, I still have two things I need to do. I need to go talk to Meredith Stout, and I need to go talk to the Maelstrom guys. I opted to go talk to Meredith Stout first. I got a little held up on the way. Yeah, I killed that entire gang. They had it coming. They shot my car. Anyway, I kept driving and I arrived at Meredith Stout.
Meredith Stout. Take it you were the one to call?
I tried to be friendly with my negotiations. It didn't go very well.
Got an offer.
Okay, fine then. Be that way.
Thought you could blackmail me, fucker? Set conditions? Got any more for me?
Get your fucking hands off me!
To give you some context about why I just got bashed in the side of the head right back here in that last clip, basically the Maelstrom guys might have stolen the Flathead robot from the Militech group that Meredith here works for. So she's pretty mad because she thinks I'm associated with the Maelstrom people. But I'm not. So I struck a deal with her.
I need a bot. Flathead model. Guys who ripped you off have it. Promise me that bot. I'll point the finger.
You have a plan how to deal with them?
Could just take it by force, but they're expecting payment. So I could go that route too.
Fine, the latter. But on one condition. You pay with our money.
Sounds solid enough. I'm in.
So in case you missed that, or you're just a little bit confused, the deal that I struck with her was that she'll let me have her Militech robot, the stolen robot that the Maelstrom has, in return for me pointing out the Maelstrom guy who originally stole it. Basically, I get to keep the robot, she gets to go get revenge on the guy who stole her robot by killing him. So with Meredith and all of Militech calmed down, the only thing that I have left to do is go talk to the Maelstrom guys. But, of course, I also got held up a little bit on the way there.
Oh, God. Hold on. I gotta take care of some business here. My guy is toasted. Alright.
So with yet another group of gang guys completely taken off the face of the earth, and pretty much all of their guns stolen, I continued on where I met Jackie right outside the Maelstrom place. He's going to be going with me to talk to the Maelstrom people. I filled him in with what has happened so far.
Hiya, por fin. Let me hear what you squared away.
So Dex already paid the Maelstromers for the Corpo bot. Thing is, can't be sure the Gangoons are still willing to hand it over. Militech and me, we found some common ground. They're footing the bill for the bot.
With Jackie all caught up about what is happening right now, we walked up to the front gate. I tried to blend in with the locals.
Hey, let me in, douchebags.
Don't know you.
So that didn't work, but I did eventually get in the building, and I went and sat down and talked to a guy named Dum Dum, and he showed me the Flathead robot as proof that they did have it.
So are those your eyes, or what?
Here we go. A flathead. Model MT-0D12. Fucking tricked out this thing. Dynamic thermal optic camo armor. Full cognitive immersion with a Raven controller. Pimped out prototype actuators made of titanium vanadium Kevlar composite. And watch this. Fully integrated link too. So when the spider starts crawling up walls dangling from ceilings.
Could lose your lunch.
So what you think?
Now, that was in fact exactly the robot that I was looking for. But there's a catch here. So, you see, earlier, Dexter Deshawn had paid the Maelstrom's leader guy, whose name is Brick, for this exact robot. But some other dude named Royce had come in, killed Brick before the transaction was completed, and then assumed power himself. Royce has absolutely no intentions of giving us that robot, without charging us again for the same thing. So we're either going to pay double what we originally agreed upon, or we're basically not going to get the robot. So when I walk in and sit down and tell everybody, hey, Dexter has already paid for this robot, I'm just here to pick it up. They weren't very happy with me.
I don't see any fucking brick around here, do you?
Luckily, I had a trick up my sleeve, called a gun. So I pointed the gun at this dude's forehead so that he couldn't just turn around and shoot me, and explained to him that I had enough eddies on me that I could just pay him again. It was fine. He seemed very pleased by this. I mean, as you would, as you're making double the original agreed amount. And he took the chip and went in to process the transaction.
Creds on this.
Now, what poor Royce here didn't know is that I had gotten all those eddies from Militech, and they had basically put a virus on that card with the eddies on it that would give away his exact location whenever he tried to do the transaction.
Shit! Shit, shit, shit! Shit, Cyberpunk! They're breaking in! Zero! On one!
You know, when I accepted this part of the job, I didn't really think through about the fact that giving a gang lord a chip with a virus on it that gives away his location would probably get me shot at. So then there was this huge gunfight that took me like 30 minutes to an hour to actually complete, and it ultimately ended by me spamming grenades at Royce and then blowing his head off. Oh yeah. Just toss some grenades at me. How's it going for you? So then I just walked right out of the factory with nobody to oppose me anymore with my flathead robot, and Militech got to come in and take care of whatever they wanted to do with the rest of these guys.
Militech. They got those things buzzing around everywhere.
Meredith was actually so happy about my performance that she even offered me a job with her.
You know, I like the way you operate. Maybe you'd do some more work for us.
So now I have all three of the things done that Dex originally sent me out to do. So I gave him a ring and talked to him for a bit about what we should do now.
We're all set, ready to go. What now?
Now we do the job I hired you to do, grabbing that biochip. We'll talk about the rest at the afterlife. See you there.
Oh,
Great. Be there in no time.
Now if you didn't catch the end of that, I'm supposed to meet Dex at a bar called Afterlife. I had an unfortunate incident on the way there. Oh. Ah. When I loaded back into the game, I was spawned right next to a guy who had a hammer and for some reason just felt it was necessary to phase through existence to try to smack me with it. What the heck is that?
Red, wait!
I don't think I want to do that. So I stole their motorcycles as punishment for trying to hit me with that hammer, and discovered I cannot drive motorcycles in this game. God, I really need to change these pants. Alright, I'm just trying to get back to the street. Then I finally arrived at the Afterlife bar, where Jackie was standing right outside. Oh, hey.
Si, mamá. Te vas a enterar mañana. Yo también te quiero, ma.
We took a little bit just to sit at the bar and talk to the waiter.
I just answered you. Let's focus on the gig.
Garnish.
One Johnny Silverhand coming up.
Soon after that, we went into a back room where we finally met Dexter again, and he explained to us how the main heist was going to work.
Well, if it ain't Mr. V.
Whole family in one place. Ha! Finally!
First time in real space.
And the flathead?
Let's see this bad boy.
She made me another offer.
Another offer?
Mm-hmm. Kind where we ditch the middleman and split the pot in even 50-50.
What?
Ditch the middleman? Shit, now that's rich. A Delamain will drop your asses at the front door of Konpeki Plaza. You'll stroll right in thanks to your false identities. Then, with Bug's help, you'll breach the hotel subnet.
Mine and the Flathead's help.
Last but not least, you slip into Yorinobu's penthouse and clep the relic.
Goes without saying, we do this on the hush. Ideally, no bodies. Not a one.
What do we say we're there for?
Biz as usual. Corpo arms deal. In case anyone asks, you there for a bogus meeting with Arasaka's defense rep, Hajime Taki. I'm gonna cut you a nice juicy 40 as a bonus for your honesty, P.
So if you want a more straightforward explanation, we're taking a Delamain taxi, which is like a taxi cab that's driven by a robot, just to get there. We're gonna walk in the front door, give them fake identities, and say we're arms dealers to get the Flathead robot inside the building. We're going to use that Flathead robot to take out the main security guy so that he can't rat us out by the cameras. Then we're going to walk right into the room where the biochip is, steal the biochip, and walk right back out like nothing ever happened. So the first part of that is just step out of the Delamain taxi and go to the front door, which I assure you I did with the most cool and collected demeanor possible.
Thank you for choosing the Delamain service, and best of luck. I shall await here for your return.
Oh, good. Thank you.
It's finally.
See ya, Delamain. Hi, nice
Welcome
suit.
to front, Bug.
We convinced the security that we were arms dealers and gave them our false identities, just as planned.
Care to explain why you're bringing military equipment onto the premises into Konpeki Plaza?
We're arms dealers.
Excuse me?
You are here to see Taki-san, am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Please, accept my apologies for the confusion.
We hold up in a room for a short bit while we use the flathead robot to take out main security.
Here.
Here goes.
Patching you through to in-cam view. Might get a little disoriented, but don't freak.
Oh,
Okay, got a clear view.
You can't just go locking people out of their homes.
Get him to the next vent.
Places of work.
Flathead stays, right?
To keep an eye on the Dweller, yeah. Punching into Konpeki's main net. You go ahead and log out.
Oh. Okay.
Así es como se hace.
I goofed around a little bit, just for the fun of it. Yeah, look at me smile. Okay. Then the time came around to finally go get the biochip and actually complete the heist.
What now?
Jack in your personal and make us rich. Don't know who, but staff's a buzz. All 200 on their feet can't keep still.
Let me look to this, huh?
Relic intact?
Bioshard integrity, 100%. Guessing that's a yes.
Good, let's go.
Fuck, too late. Yorinobu's about to walk in. Find cover.
Where?
That pillar, try that.
Fat pillar?
No, inside it now.
Fat pillar.
We're in.
Which don't solve our problem, T.
You remember a little bit ago when I was at Evelyn Parker's place in Lizzie's bar, and I mentioned that the son had come to town to deal with his father? Well, that had some very unfortunate timing with this heist, as it's happening right now.
いつかこのような日が来ることは分かっていた。貴様はついに越えてはならない一線を越えたのだ。これまでお前の愚行には目をつぶってきた。だがそれもここまでだ。この裏切りだけは決して許せぬ。貴様の母親が生きていなくてよかった。息子の不甲斐ない姿を目の当たりにして心を痛めずに済んだのだからな。
So, yeah, that happened. The son literally just came in and offed his own dad right in front of me and didn't even know I was there to watch. But that was the least of my problems, because he soon put the entire hotel on security lockdown.
I wish to put the hotel on lockdown.
Code Red initiated. Attention. Code Red has been initiated throughout Konpeki Plaza. Please remain in your rooms and follow all instructions given by staff.
You know, that really put a damper on my plans of just walking out of this building, because if I am even seen now, I'm going to get framed for the death of the president, because nobody is going to believe that the son killed his own father. They're just going to believe that the random guy in the room killed him, which is me. So now I have to get out of here, like right now, to avoid being framed, let alone to just steal the bio.
Bug, need you get us out of here, now!
Give me a sec!
T-Mug, the chick who's been talking recently, who helped us hack into the system to even get to the biochip, tried to hack a door to get us out of there and got caught by the hotel. So, she got pretty much eliminated.
Oh, no, not now! I've been made!
Bug!
Che Dios santo bendito! Just lost G!
Fuck!
But before she died, she managed to get the door open. So I go outside. Okay, bye. Ouch. If you didn't catch that, outside there were a bunch of guys waiting for us. We had to jump off of the building to even survive, and we landed pretty harshly in the alley below. That damaged the biochip's box, meaning that the biochip that we did the whole heist for is now at risk of being lost. So we called Evelyn Parker, who is basically the only person that we could get a hold of that would know anything about how to deal with this.
Got a problem. Cryo case is damaged. Biochip's integrity at... Jackie?
86%!
86% and dropping.
Shit. Okay, listen to me. There's only one thing you can do. One of you's gotta slot the relic into your neural port.
I'm in.
Jackie, you okay?
No. I guess. Don't feel any different.
Once you're back, we'll take out the relic and run a full brain scan and sweep.
So the biochip is now somewhat safe in Jackie's head. But we still have to get out of the complex. So naturally, there's guards everywhere. Man, dude. You're tough.
Hey! Got a chartered security clearance!
Amazingly, I actually managed to get all the way back out to the Delamain, which is that automatic taxi driver, just to get me out of the area. Alright, Delamain, we're going in.
Delamain, got it!
Welcome back. Delamain, the problem is the door.
We'll have problems if you don't fucking drive! Not bad.
Now, obviously, the Delamain ride didn't go well either, which is just par for the course at this point.
How's our ride looking?
Tip-top. Though, alas, we are being pursued. Please remain calm.
Calm!
So I actually escaped all the security forces and all the crazy robots that were trying to shoot me down on the way out of there. But then I looked over and saw that Jackie was not doing well.
We did it, Jackie! We fucking made it!
Jackie, you okay?
My medical diagnostics indicate that Mr. Wells's condition is critical.
Critical? Fuck does that mean?
Mr. Wells's external iliac artery has ruptured. Internal hemorrhaging is severe. I suggest you try to keep Mr. Wells conscious.
We'll be getting preem jobs left and right now. Hear me, Jack?
You're gonna be rich, mijo. I can feel it.
No, Jackie! We're gonna be rich, you and me!
Biochip. Hold on to it. For me.
Mr. Wells has passed. Where shall I take his remains?
What?
The Excelsior package provides for the disposal of passenger remains free of charge. I merely require a destination.
So that was that. Jackie died for this heist. And I still had the biochip stuck in my head. So the least I could do at this point was go back to Dex and complete the job so that at least Jackie's death wasn't completely in vain. So I just went straight there.
Let me in. He waiting.
Alright.
WNS N54 even the pirate networks. You and the Jackster, he out in the car?
Yeah, he's there. Dead.
Condolences, friend.
Well, I appreciate
And the
it.
relic.
Got it right here.
I was afraid of that. Your face got blood all over it. Bathroom's there. Go get yourself cleaned up.
Where's he at? Nope. See? Right there. That's exactly what I was talking about. I didn't trust that guy.
Can't risk it, V. Remember our first combo?
Dex! What the
Seems
fuck?
I've chosen the quiet life after all. No blaze of glory for me.
Well, Dex, you've just earned yourself your death certificate. I'll be back later. So if you thought this entire story up to this point has been a ride, you don't even know. That's just the beginning. Let's roll it back to the start.
Good morning, Night City! Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood, thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed, cause the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Netrunners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid. While over in Westbrook, trauma teens scraping cyber psycho victims off the pavement. And in Pacifica, well, Pacifica is still Pacifica. This has been your man, Stan. Join me for another day in our city of dreams.